YouTube, Autumn Beckman here. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. If you hear some noise, I've got the dryer on. If you hear some whistling or talking, it's my African gray parrot Vincent. I don't think the dryer would be too noisy, but let me know if it is. I have an unboxing. This is exciting. Here it is. Preloved item. It's from Louis Vuitton. It's a handbag. And I'll start with a little bit of a backstory here, but I want to get into this and kind of make it quick. If you've been watching my channel lately, you know that I found a hole in my handbag collection. I didn't have a small light colored bag. So I was looking and looking, and I had something in mind from Louis Vuitton, but it was very difficult to find. It was difficult to find at all. It was difficult to find in good condition. It's something I wanted to get pre-loved, not new. And then even when you could find them, whether they were in bad condition or especially if they were in good condition, they were very expensive. And I looked at a pochette accessoire in like this, you'll see. And I looked at a bag like this. I looked at some other items. The pochette was about as much as the bag in some cases, so I figured I might as well go with the bag. So let's get into it so you can see what I'm talking about. By the way, if you've never seen this branding before, this is a pre-loved site called Rebag. They were Trendly up until a couple days ago, so they had both brands. Rebag was where they purchased bags from people, and then Trendly is where they sold bags to people. This is my third purchase from the company. My first was that black Epi Speedy that I thought had the mold in it. I did the video about that. They said it's not mold, but they took care of it. They did an investigation about it, and they let me know what they thought it was. They refunded all my money, including shipping. They were awesome about it. My second purchase was the Delightful PM. They have great prices over there, and then sometimes they run sales, and so obviously you get even better prices with the sales. So they are one of the websites that I check daily, like multiple times a day. I was looking for this light colored bag. I couldn't find this, and like in the price range and condition I wanted. So I got that baby Birkin bag, the Birkin inspired bag from Fashionphile, which filled the hole. But then like the same day or the next day after I bought that, I found this, and it was such a great price I had to get it, and the condition looked great, so I'm curious to see what it looks like in person. Inside the bag is a black cardboard box. It has the Rebag sticker on it. I'm gonna cut into that. If I remember correctly, their packaging is very nice, and it's sophisticated with the black. That's their color. So my Delightful came with a black dust bag, a really nice black cloth dust bag that said Trendly. So let's see what this is. It's a nice box. Bubble wraps. Black tissue paper. So different dust bag this time. Here's my receipt. Here's the bag. So the dust bag obviously says Rebag. It's a little bit brighter yellow. I think you can tell that from the Louis Vuitton dust bags. Drawstring on the top. First impression of the dust bag, I like dust bags. I appreciate a really good dust bag. This one's good, but honestly it's not as good as the Trendly one that they had. So, I'm gonna give you a little peek of what's in here. All right, let's pull her out. She's wrapped in plastic inside the dust bag. There she is. So obviously, this is a Louis Vuitton Speedy 25 in Damier Azur. I'm gonna take the plastic off. This was inside the plastic bag. I remember getting one of these with my Delightful PM. I don't remember getting one with the Epi Speedy, but this is a really cool thing that they do. So it says Rebag there and on the back. And then, oh, and this is something to note too. Sometimes they spell Rebag with one G, but I think the website has two Gs. So that's something to be aware of. Inside they have this little authenticity card with a photo of your actual item and the date code for that item. So that's really cool, and it's like a hard plastic, like a credit card. I think that's a really nice thing that they do. It has the tag attached So if you remove that, then you have purchased the item. All right, let's look this over for quality here. I'm just gonna start with the front and spin her around. First glance, she looks fantastic. I've never had a 25 before. I don't think I've ever even looked at one up close. I've seen people wear them, but I wanted a smaller size. I thought the 25 could work. I think it will, looking at it. So yeah, usually I'm not a small bag girl, but for a light colored bag, I wanted it smaller. And I have an Azur Never Full so I've got a big bag too for when I need a light colored bag with big stuff. Let's spin this thing and see how she looks. So there is a little bit of darkening. I'm gonna hide behind the bag so it'll focus. There is a little bit of darkening on the handles. That was clear in the pictures, but it didn't look too bad. It doesn't look too bad in person. And of course that happens with vachetta just from the oils in your hands. So that's not something I'm worried about. Spin it around. It came with the lock and the keys. The keys are attached with a little key ring so I can take those off and unlock them. The vachetta there looks really good. The lock and key need to be polished. That's not a big deal. I just got some Blue Magic. Let me show you this. Some Blue Magic metal polish that was recommended to me by a friend who does Louis Vuitton cleaning and restoration. And I've been using, I forget the name of what I've been using. Oh, Brasso. I've been using Brasso, and I wanted to try the blue metal to see if it's any different. So maybe when I clean the lock, I'll do a video about that. So there's the side. The piping looks good. It doesn't look worn on the corners. It doesn't look dirty. Here is the back of the bag, the handle. The brass looks good on that, looks clean. The vachetta looks clean. And then here's the other side. Just needs to be puffed out a little bit here. That's normal, by the way. If you have never had a Speedy and are thinking about getting one and you look on the Preloved market and it's like indented there, that's totally normal. That's just from wearing against your body. It just gets squashed in there. And then some of the kind of rolling in, that's just because of the way that it's made. That's what the fabric does. This is a made in France bag. I was hoping to find one that was made in France and I lucked out with this. I found another one that I almost bought on another website, on Luxe DH. There's the pull tab. It sold before I could get to it. I mentioned in, I think it was in one of my vlogs, maybe a different video, I don't remember. I mentioned in a previous video that my job might be on the line for next year, my teaching job, because of the district's budget and some issues that they were having. And I was saying that I had to not be spending a bunch of money. I couldn't be buying a bunch of Vuitton stuff because of that, because I might need to save that money and use it for rent. So I got some good news recently, which is what these unboxings are indicative of. My job appears to be safe for next school year. Yay, I know a lot of you are sending me well wishes and I appreciate that very much. Thank you so much. So I have been in this little drought for a month or so of buying, and now you're seeing me buying all the stuff that I've been looking at for the last month and not able to buy. So that other bag that was just like this, I almost bought it even though I wasn't sure about my job yet, and then somebody bought it out from under me, and I'm glad because I got this bag for $100 less. I got a really good price on this bag, and the condition looked the same, and they were both made in France. So let's open her up and see what she looks like inside. And before I do that, here's the zipper. That looks very clean too. Like I said, I've never had a 25 before, and immediately the thing I'm noticing is this opening is noticeably smaller to get things in. I know my stuff, most of my stuff will still fit in here, and I'll do another video on what fits and all that. And I'll do a video because now I have the 25, the 30, and the 35 Speedies. So I'll do a video comparing the sizes of those three, because I know a lot of people wonder what size to get, and if you're not near a store where you can go see them all and try them on, those videos help a lot. So they have it stuffed with air paper. I'm gonna pull that out. It smells good, no mold. Here's the inside, nice and clean. Very clean. On this side, there's a D-ring, and then on this side is the pocket. And depending on the year the bag was made, some of these pockets are lined. This one is lined. You can see it's got that shine to it. Something you might need to be aware of when you're looking at Preloved bags is get a picture, request a picture of the inside of the pocket. They didn't have one, and I didn't think to ask about it in the pictures for this listing, but that plasticky coating will peel on some bags. So I never put anything in there, or at least nothing sharp, like I wouldn't put keys in there. That's just something for you to be aware of. And underneath the pocket is where you'll find the date code. It's usually on this side, but I learned from Grace and her handbag that some authentic bags have the date code on the other side. So be aware of that too, and thank you, Grace, for sharing that with us. There's my date code. So this was made in France in the 8th week of 2007. So this bag is 11 years old and looks fantastic. I'm gonna say it for the 1000th time. This is why I buy Vuitton. The quality, how it holds up over time, it's gorgeous. So I am very happy to have this. I feel lucky to have found this bag at this price point in this condition, because they are getting hard to come by for some reason on the Preloved market. It's expensive. I don't know if it's because summer's coming up and people are upping the price, or if it has to do with Vuitton making canvas harder to get these days. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's all of that stuff. But I am very happy to add this to my Vuitton collection. And like I said, I'll have some videos coming up on what fits and comparing this to the 30 and the 35 sizes. And that's about it. And I'll do a video comparing the Brasso with the blue metal polish too, see how those come out. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the video, please click the like button below, subscribe if you haven't done that yet, and click the bell notification icon so you're notified when I post a new video. If you're on Instagram, you can follow me there. I'm autumnbeckman there too. I post Vuitton stuff and sometimes my animals. I have dachshunds and that African gray parrot who we haven't heard much from. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic evening. Bye.